Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino beer review. I'm losing my voice. My smell is fine, my taste is fine, but my voice is just going. So I thought we'd get through some beers before I lose it completely. And today, wow, today we will be drinking a beer. Yep. Be drinking a beer that was actually sent to me by the one and only Nicholas from Maxwell Stars Beer Reviews. This is actually kind of sad to me because this is from here in Ontario. It was released limitedly in the beer store here in Ontario. It never hit any of the beer stores near me, and it made it out to New Brunswick. So this had to go from Ontario to New Brunswick and then back to Ontario for me to get a chance to try it. And it's from Lake of Bays, and as most of you know, I've been fairly harsh sometimes on Lake of Bays. I do sometimes grade them a little harsher than I should, but this one is one that I'm really intrigued in. So their Wild North series is their specialty one-off series, and this is their Wild North Pumpkin Ale. So I'm actually really intrigued to try this. What do we have? 6% ABV. Now, not that it really matters, but there must have been a calibration problem with their dater, because you see, right here is the only spot that actually says anything. There's the Lake of Bays symbol, and then here it says Lake of Bays Brewing Company, and then the rest of this line is completely blank, and you could have printed your date stamp on any of that, but it's right over top of the Lake of Bays comment, so I cannot make out any of what that says. And roll it around to the back, and we have ingredients: water, malted barley, pumpkin, autumn spices, vanilla, and hops. So first and foremost, unlike some pumpkin beers that we've had, this actually has pumpkin in it, which is a start. Celebrate sweater weather. Well, for me, sweater weather is every day because camera's not going to pick it up, but I'm basically wearing a sweater. It's a good thing I was born albino. With this refreshing malt-forward ale featuring Magnum and Fuggle hops, pumpkin, autumn spices, and vanilla. Alrighty, let's try it. We pulled out the Super Thistle glass. I really like the color this is pouring. It's looking a lot darker in the cup, but it's pouring a nice, like, orangey color. It's looking really nice. There we go. Alright. So it is. It looks darker, but it's that beautiful orange color. I like that color. That is by far a wonderful color, and exactly what I personally would like to see in a pumpkin beer. Smell. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, nice malty sweetness coming off of there. A little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of cardamom. Cinnamon, cardamom, nutmeg, touch of allspice, and the vanilla's in there too. It smells beautiful. Let's try it. Cheers. Okay, so, excuse me, a little bit waterier than I expected it to be. I'll give it that. Bylog brought that up too, that he thought it was a little bit waterier than he was anticipating when he tried it. I do believe it was him that tried it. Maybe it wasn't him. Somebody in my circle had said they tried it and it was more watery than they expected. And yeah, it is kind of watery. Fairly watery for a pumpkin beer. Pumpkin, if you're not getting a flavor out of pumpkin, it should add a creamier, heavier mouthfeel. Not really getting that on this. But the flavor is nice. Again, it is a little watery, but at the same time, I'm getting some cinnamon. I'm getting vanilla right on the back end. Getting that allspice, getting that kind of nutty, caramelly nutmeg taste. Yeah. This is a really nice beer. For somebody that, if you like sweet pumpkin but hate pumpkin spice, you could drink this. If you like pumpkin spice but hate sweet pumpkin beers, you could drink this. I mean, it's in the middle. Anybody could drink it. It's a fun little beer. It was fun to try. There's nothing wrong with it. One of the more solid Lake of Bays beers I've had. Again, the only thing I can really complain about is the date stamp and it being a little watery, and I didn't expect it to be much more because Lake of Bays is becoming one of the more widespread breweries in Ontario. And one thing I've noticed is usually the wider your reach, the more mainstream your beers, and the more mainstream your beers, the more meh they are for me personally. But there are times when those meh beers are really needed. And this is one of those times where I could sit back and I could drink a 2-4 of this beer and have no problem whatsoever with it. I could just keep putting it back and not care. Like, it goes down real easy. So I'm going to say thank you very much, Nick, for sending it. Excuse me. Thank you, Lake of Bays, for brewing it. And out of 10, I'm going to give it a 7.25. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this beer for me personally. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Have a wonderful, splendiferous evening. And goodbye. We'll pull the camera close because we're using the cell phone again, if you cannot tell.